All right, so on this next one, we're going to do the airplane stretch and the airplanes. And we decided that I'm going to go ahead and teach a little bit about this one first, and then Tiff will join me and we'll do that along with airplanes. Interestingly, this is one of the moves that really tends to make a lot of people kind of nauseous. A, I think because maybe we're over, and B, we're doing a lot of spinal twisting. And I always thought that the reason that we got nauseous with these twisting motions is because we're kind of pumping the lymph from, all up and down the spine in ways that we never get before. But in talking to a lymphatic drainage expert about the lymph, she thought, well, maybe, but her explanation was that as we're doing this, that we're really massaging our internal organs like our liver and our gallbladder, and it is also releasing toxins. So I don't care which way, all I know is I want the toxins in and out, out of the body. So regardless of the explanation, you might find that to be helpful. Okay, so here's what I want to explain before we start. You're going to have your feet more shoulder width apart, and it's important to keep the feet parallel, okay? This is tough on some of these moves because, especially on our slidey floor, you might find the feet starting to slide out a little bit, but ideally you want them straight. So now, after we did, the puppet pulls from here to here to here, and then she goes, and go on down. All right, so in this position, some things I want you to think about. We all have different arm and leg lengths. So one position is not going to be perfect for everyone, right? You have to find your point of position that's going to be right for you. And here's what I mean by that. Somebody who is very short torso typically is long leg, right? They're very long knee to ankle. So they're wrong right here, but we tend to have short arms, okay? So to stay in position, if you have a short arm and a long leg, you're not going to be able to get all the way down to here and be in a good position, okay? So where you probably want to be is, you might want to have your hand in a mitten, and you might be able to go to the inside of this calf, okay, to get your shoulders over. If you're longer, you can go down. Where you want to be ideally at one point is having the thumb here by the little finger and hand around here so that you can actually do a squeeze. But if you can't, you can't. That's fine. Here's what we're going to be doing with this move, okay? Knee to little toe. Think about this leg. What are we doing with this leg? It's going to be the same thing, you guys. You're going to have to think, you don't want that knee to roll in, okay? As soon as you roll in, you've again lost the activation, right? So you're thinking at least knee straight ahead. Most of us can't get that knee all the way out, but if you can and you have that flexibility, that's ideally where you want to go to. But at least try to have the knee looking straight ahead, okay? Now, hand is here. Other hand, okay, or you can go here if you need to. Again, point of position wherever you're going to be. I can go to here and I'm okay there. Other arm is going to be straight up, okay? Now, thumb is facing front, okay? You're going to be looking up. Ideally, you don't want the arm behind you, okay? Ideally, you want to be in like this straight line from shoulder, shoulder, wrist, okay, and straight ahead. The move, though, is you're going to press down into here and let your shoulders come in a straight line to the side. It's moving the shoulders. Now, as I do that, I'm getting a big stretch all the way up my back. Here's the other thing. As I'm going to do that, I'm going to try to tighten this leg and pull that knee out. So I don't know if you're going to see that. I'm going to try to show you. I'm going to pinch my foot, squeeze it as I pull the shoulders back, and I'm going to take this knee and roll it out. Other knee is going to press to the little toe. That is one intense stretch. Now I'm going to release it a little bit, and I'm going to use the breath, okay? Here's the breath. I want you to do what? A big inhale. On my turn, I'm going to use the exhale. And I'm going to pull my ribs together, take the knees out, and hand right here. Now, the transition is important. You're going to have this hand palm up here. You're going to take the other one, palm up, right? So I'm kind of in the center here. I'm going to shift over. I'm going to watch, get my feet together. Toes are straight, okay? I'm going to put the other hand, thumb here, knee to little toe, turn that stander out, other arm straight up, thumb forward. I'm not going to pull it back to here. This is not about doing anything with the arm. It's about using the leverage to press down into the ground and pull my shoulders, trying to get my shoulders straight to the side, okay? I'm going to go to the side so you can see that. So I'm going to come here, okay? I'm going to shift over, hand here, okay? Knees out, arms straight up. So watch, I'm going to inhale, exhale, squeeze. Do you see what happened with my shoulders? I got that activation. One more time, inhale. Exhale, squeeze, pulling the shoulders, 1, 2, 3, squeeze the foot, press down into the leg, and hand here, and hand here. Now, you're going to do those a couple of times before we go into airplanes, but right here I want to give you a nice transition too. So you're going to drop your tush low, you're going to put those elbows on the inside. Notice how my palms are facing each other, and you're going to press those knees out and drop the tush. Woo! There you go. And hunch. The hunch really helps because it will relax those muscles up in your neck, okay? So this is a really lovely feminine position, is it not? Just kidding. Press and up, hand. All right, now I'm going to bring it in. That's your transition stretch, okay? I'm going to go right on into showing airplanes, okay? So when you're in this position now, you have to get yourself into an airplane position. What would that be? Well, toes are straight, knee over ankle, take it out, okay? You're going to arch your tailbone up, and you're going to have this flat back. Now, ideally, okay, on that flat back, see how flat I am? I'm sticking my tailbone to the ceiling, okay? And I'm not higher and I'm not lower. My shoulder and my hip are in a straight line. I'm going to bring my hands down into a mitten. I'm arching my tail up and I'm going to press my shoulders up and back. Right there is intense. Now, I'm going to rotate out here, knees out. I'm actually even lifting my toes, and I'm going to press my ball joint in and lift out again. I mean, that's really intense, you guys. Shoulders up. Now, you're going to keep that head right in alignment, looking down. You can even feel like somebody's pulling you from here in the tailbone, and you're going to shift side to side. So you're going to come over to here, watch, shoulders, come back, clap, come over, shoulders, come back, clap, come back, shoulders. Now, in shoulders, knee out, stander, rotate that knee out and tighten it. And arch the tail. Over, tighten the other knee. Here, 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 here. So that's what airplanes looks like. Knees out, shift down, hunch, shift forward to bring your heels in. And toes, you can lift, heels in, toes, heels, and toes. I'm going to go ahead to here, let it hang. Let the elbows hang forward. I like to do this stretch after this because it's easy to get tight here in your traps and your neck. When you go lower, whether you go here holding on to the ankle or here to the side, let the elbows go forward. That will release the tension in your neck. Then roll the shoulder back away from your ears. I'm going to do 2 head rocks, and then I'm going to press and roll it up, flip and roll, 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 roll. And that's the explanation on how to do the lateral transitions, the airplane stretch, right to airplanes. Are you ready to do it with me? I'm going to bring Tiff back and we're going to do a couple side to side together.